There we go. There we go. Welcome, welcome, Elect family. This is Leah back with another video. I'm here with Miss Luna on this beautiful day. I'm so excited about this interview. I'm going to let her introduce herself, her talent, where she's from, all that good stuff. So let's dive in it. Welcome, Miss Luna.
Um, so really quick, my government name is Lena Rodriguez, and then my stage name, my business name, what I'm mostly known for is Luna Muni. That's when I'm on stage playing the violin. My friends call me Luna. Um, that started about 8 years ago when I adopted that name. Um, but that's me. I've been playing the violin for 24 years, and I started when I was 4 years old. I was raised by my grandmother. She put my twin sister and I into violin lessons when we were four, and she put us in a bunch of different things outside of violin lessons, but
Mhm.
that's what we stuck with, which it was really like a musical house when we were growing up because my grandfather was a pastor and my grandma was a first lady. So she was playing on the piano and he was singing, and it was
Yeah.
just music everywhere. And I don't know, I never stopped. I got stuck on it, and I got stuck on the violin.
Mhm.
Um, when I was growing up, well, actually, here, go ahead. Should I keep going?
No, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay,
We
all
want to
right, I'm
hear.
gonna
We
keep going.
we we, we want to hear about you. Thank God for Grandma. I'm glad because we would have never gotten Luna. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I'm a huge fan. I love your work. So I want to hear from you. The people want to hear from you. My followers want to hear from you. So go ahead.
Yeah, my grandmother raised me, and yes, thank God for grandma. I don't know where we would be without her. She raised me, my twin sister, and my younger sister so that we would end up growing up in the same household, which was, so important for us to have that sisterly bond, and that
Mhm.
strength in the household because, there's nothing like having your siblings back and
Oh yeah.
like just
Oh yeah.
empowering, and so I'm very grateful for that. I remember when I first learned the violin,
Hmm.
I had to learn how to read music. But started playing by ear. Like when I first started playing, I was playing by ear. Like I was just listening to other kids, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
not really reading the sheet music. And we had rentals at that time.
Uh-huh.
So my teacher was like, if you don't learn how to read sheet music, we're taking
Uh-oh.
that. So then I had to learn, the classical or traditional way of playing the violin, and I started with what's known as the Suzuki method, and then string elements, and Carl Fisher. These are just different methods of playing
Mhm.
and stuff like that. But outside of that, in my free time or in my practice time, I would turn on the radio, or I used to love the song My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. So
Oh.
I started learning how to play that song like by ear. And I remember like sitting in the living room and just like dun 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 like trying to play it. And I remember I would get on my sister's nerves a lot because I would be trying to play to the radio. They're just trying to listen to the music. I'm trying to play to the song.
Right, right. Do you
Yeah,
do so
but
you play guitar as well, right?
guitar, like I'm not a professional at guitar I am self-taught. I also play that by ear too. I
Okay.
I know about like I want to say six chords. Then everything else, I just fill it out. Like if I try to,
Yeah.
I learned like Stand by Me, like on the guitar, like dun dun dun
Uh,
dun
uh,
dun dun.
yeah. Everybody knows that. I was like, yeah, I got you. I got
Yeah, and then before we started playing the violin, and I always say we because I have a twin sister, so
you.
it was always we and
Hmm.
we started on the piano at 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait.
So,
So you guys were playing piano and violin at 3 and 4? Oh my God, that
yes.
is amazing. Like, wow, it's impressive. My parents didn't do that.
Yeah, it is crazy because, well, here, my grandma, she was actually a school teacher. So I think that she had that ability to keep us, like
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
focused,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at that age because I teach violin now.
Yeah.
And one of my youngest students was 4 years old. So when I was teaching her, when I first started teaching her, I was like, how did I learn the violin at 4 years old? Because
Yeah, you were graced to do it. Like it's this. I told you that at the wind down. I said, man, some people like you are born for that. Like you know what I mean. Especially at that young age, that is impressive. At 4, most people are like playing Barbie dolls or whatever. You know, you're like, I want the violin. So that's dope.
and actually, um, I ended up being in like all the different forms of orchestra, throughout grade school. I was in like honors orchestra and all state and all those different things, in school. Um, I was always in second chair because we had to do this thing. I don't know if you are familiar with like in band or in orchestra, you have to
Mhm.
almost like compete for where you're gonna sit. And
Uh,
it's pretty crazy. We had to do these like tests in school where we go in the back and we have to play something or like sometimes we'd have a recorder and we'd have to like play a certain, you
mhm.
know, phrase or something. And whoever did it like, the most accurate, they got to sit like first chair in the first section. So they always got to play the the melody,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
the harmony. And I always, no matter like I was practicing all the time. I always ended up in second chair. I was like,
Oh,
oh man, yeah, I know, and
oh,
yeah, but it's
oh.
okay because like I kept going, I kept playing, and even though all throughout high school I was always in second chair. I was second chair, second violin, so I was always playing
Yeah,
the harmony, never the melody of the
the
song.
melody. Yeah.
So like when I got out of high school, I just was like, you know what, like I'm gonna still do this. Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna still
Yeah,
play the violin. I'm
yeah.
gonna learn instrumentals and I started learning like Beyonce songs and I
Yeah,
started
yeah, yeah.
learning like, different songs instead of going like I couldn't really find any open mics out here. So
Mhm,
I was looking at these big open mics in Miami.
mhm.
And Hard Rock or like there was a Hard Rock hotel or something like that, or I don't know exactly where it was, but every Thursday they had an open mic, and I would
Huh.
drive like the 2 hours or 3 hours to get
Oh,
there.
wow. That's dedication.
Well, I was like, no, I'm doing this. Like, I bought a little $100 electric violin.
Mhm.
Um, I would just go down there every Thursday and network and showcase myself playing to these instrumentals. And I ended up meeting one of Fantasia's managers down there. Like they were just, they would bring their artists to these open mics too.
Oh,
And
wow.
they're like, oh yeah. So it was so good that I did that. It was so good that I decided to just like expand myself
Mhm.
and travel on my own and go do that. Like I was working. I was in college. I was at FSW. I only went to college for 1 year.
Oh,
And I was like, I'm gonna work full time. So I started
right.
work.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I was all about like I'm gonna make money and da da da. And I was station, and I remember like telling we called us guests. We didn't call us customers or whatever that. I would be like,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna quit here one day. I'm gonna play the violin full time. I'm telling y'all, one day you're gonna see me and I'm gonna be playing the violin. And like it's so funny. It is so funny. I have some people that are like on my Instagram, they're like, girl, I remember you from racetrack and you would say you're
Oh,
gonna quit. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so glad. Like I don't know. I got a lot of fire in me, to keep
Yeah.
going.
I'm so happy for you following your dreams and doing what you love to do. Like, and that was my next question too. Do you feel like a form of it's a form of healing for you almost? Like, is it therapeutic? Because as you're playing, I was looking at some of your videos and I can tell like your facial expression, like I can read your energy and tell that you're very passionate. Every song is like it's you feel the melody and the sound waves, the sound like I was looking, I was like, yo, she's really like in tune with this. Like I was like studying like your body language because I'm into like healing and music and the art of healing with music. So I noticed that. So is that a form of like therapeutic happiness for you, like healing?
Yes, yes, yes. Like, um, let's see. Let me give you a quick story of it. So in 2017, I
Hmm.
played at a Peace Day festival, and I a news press person, a journalist, they called me and they're like doing a phone interview,
Hmm.
and I let my ego take over, bro. My ego, I was like, oh my god, I just did a journalist like interview. Ah. So after I hung up the phone, I was
Uh-huh.
so into myself that I did a front flip off of the couch. Okay, and I'm not a
Okay.
journalist. What am I doing? I land on my back of all places. Okay,
Oh,
I yeah, and I'm a violinist, right? So I couldn't turn. I couldn't look to the
oh
left.
my God.
I was like a statue, like this,
Oh my
and
God.
it's like that. The feeling aspect of the music is so real. Oh my goodness, I I started listening to binaural beats. I
Yeah.
started looking at like sound healing. I was
Yeah.
playing my violin. I would just play like the D string, just like.
Oh.
Like, I could feel myself reconnecting with my body. Like I remember, like not being able to move my head. Like I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I could not turn my head. Like music is so powerful.
Hmm.
I'm such an advocate for the power of frequencies. I studied that. I studied how our brain, every person's brain
Hmm.
oscillates at different frequencies. And
Yeah.
somebody who has epilepsy,
Hmm.
they might need, to put more delta waves. They might need to listen to more delta waves to help keep them,
Hmm.
from having a seizure, from like locking up or something like that. And then on the flip side, somebody who is already very low, like they're like, they're in a very depressed state or something like that, and you just,
Hmm. Yeah.
can't move. And so you would listen to more alpha and beta waves and gamma waves. And it's
Yep.
so funny whenever I talk about this, I'm like to people that don't understand, they're like, "Girl, what you talking about? The Hulk over there?"
No, it's real. Like they've done studies, and I'm studying this as we speak. Like I'm studying the art of healing and music. Like so, you're absolutely right. They've done thousands of studies over this over the world. And I'm just researching this stuff. So what you're saying is true. Like music influences your mood, and people don't understand that. You know what I mean? So for that, like you're just a testimony in itself. And me too. Like if you're having a bad day and you play some upbeat music, your day may be a little bit better. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is about the human body or the human brain and sound waves and things like that, but that's oh my God, it's so powerful. So when you're playing the violin, I'm like, yo, she's in her zone. Like she don't understand. Like, I don't have you ever had someone come to you after a show and was like, you did this for me because I was in this state of mind? Have you ever had that happen like with your fans and people that you perform for?
Yeah, I had a crazy experience. I was playing down in Miami at the mall
Hmm.
illegally. And this lady was sitting. I didn't know, but her husband had came over, and he's like,
Uh-huh.
"I have to tell you." He had tears in his eyes. He's like, "My wife is deaf." His wife was deaf. Okay,
Oh
and
wow.
thought that he was like cured, like that she could hear because she could hear my violin.
What? Oh,
Yes,
wow, the sound waves. Oh,
yes.
wow.
She was
That's
hearing my like,
powerful.
yeah, and I had one lady. I mean, she just came and she fell to the floor because she was feeling like the emotions of. I think like music also brings out, emotions. Like sometimes
Mhm.
around and try to lock in everything. We don't even know like that we're trying to hold on to so much.
Mhm.
And this lady had like lost her husband a couple like years ago, and
Mhm.
she like fell to the floor and she's like, my husband died like 10 years ago. And she's
Wow.
like, ah, like, and she was just telling me, that like when I was playing, it was just like whatever feeling like it was making her, it didn't make it, just made her like, I guess like embrace like, who he was as a person, and she started just
Mhm.
like thinking about him. And I was
Yeah.
like, that is just so,
Yeah.
it's just so important. Like I'm so like, it's so important what you listen to too.
Mhm. Yeah. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, everything, all of it, it just goes hand in hand. Like
Words are powerful, man. Words are powerful. Music is powerful. Like I'm grateful that you're doing this for the community. Like you don't know how much healing you're actually doing. You know, like when I go to the wind downs, I'm like, yo, like this is dope. Like this is so dope. So have you ever performed for like big, I know you and I talked before the podcast started, but like for mainstream artists, have you had someone like say, "Hey, look, you know, come to my show," or I've seen your Instagram. I think you were at like an Ashanti concert or something.
a Ashanti concert. It was like Ashanti and and Jadakiss and Young Jock and basically just a handful of the '90s.
Right.
It was. What's so funny is when you see these people in person, you never realize like that they're all so short. Everybody's so
Oh, yeah, Anthony
like,
Hamilton is short. I noticed that. You said you got a concert. I seen him in person. He's like the size, the top, like the height of my brother. I'm like, he's pretty short in person. I don't know. Something about the camera makes you look bigger than what you are. I know what you mean. I've seen some of these artists in person, and I'm like, yeah, you're not as big as I thought.
she's like 4 foot. I was like, oh my god,
Oh,
Keisha Cole too. They're tiny little people. But
oh.
I played for Miguel, Chrisette Michelle, um, Cool, uh, Cat Jones. Uh, I think that's it. I want to say that that's it. But I want to meet more. Oh, Iceberg. I played for. We did a song together
Oh.
called "The Good Times." Yeah. um, I like that song that he did too because he was talking about in this musician and as an artist, you know the people that you want to connect or work so connected to.
Mhm.
As time goes on, and as you evolve more and as you learn more and as you move a certain way,
Mhm.
you realize that not everybody around you moves that way.
Right,
So
right,
you
right.
you can't stay in the same
Mhm.
circles or in the same, mindset or anything like that. Especially if you want to get further in life, you can't expect to be in the same life. I know I'm veering off, but I just heard this story from my friend Cornell Bunting. He's an author. He's like
Uh,
a best-selling author, and he was telling a story the other day about how when he was a young boy in Jamaica, he had
mhm.
a pig that
Mhm.
it wouldn't register him because it was a pig.
Mhm.
And he would like go into the pig pen to try to like get this pig to like listen to him. And every time that he did this, he would get covered in dirt and be
Mm.
smelling like a pig. And like the pig would like run into him and push him over into the nasty stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then his uncle would be like, now look at you, you're trying to
Right.
control this pig, and now look at you all
You're getting
dirty
dirty.
and
Yeah.
smelling, and oh my gosh, that story stuck with me because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like,
No, no, that's so true. Even in life, they say like you are your five friends. The company that you keep. So I'm always trying to keep positive people around me. And like you said, you have to grow. Like and that's my motto too. If I'm around people and I'm not growing, then I'm around the wrong people. You know what I mean? Because you have to continuously grow in life and move forward. And if you're around people that's stagnant, that's a no no. That's a no no. Yeah.
we said earlier, what you say matters. Like in the music industry,
Hmm.
uh, now where I'm like constantly paying so much attention to the songs that I'm being that people want me to play in or something. You know, like if the
Mhm.
song is about some crazy stuff,
Yeah.
if it's just not in
Right, right,
my
right.
stream, the same stream that
Then
I'm in, like I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to be a part of it. Like
right, as you shouldn't. As you like you have to have boundaries and you have to have like you said. So yeah. I agree. And that was my next like is there a particular genre of music or like that you prefer or
I love all genres. I really and truly love all genres of music. Like I feel like all genres of music truly can have a positive influence
Mhm.
if these people just paid attention. Sorry, my dog, she's like 100 years old, so I apologize. She's like screaming.
No, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You keep going in and out, but I'm listening. I can hear you. I don't know if the mic is picking it up, but I think it's your earbuds.
Ah,
But now that's better. That's better. That's better.
um, yeah, I love all genres. I love all genres of music, honestly,
Uh-huh.
as long as it has some kind of it has some kind of impact. Like everything is meaningful.
Mhm.
Everything, so it just needs to have some kind of like meaningful message.
Mhm. What's your favorite song? Huh?
Oh, my song. Okay, let's see. My favorite song. Okay, right now. Oh, that's the other thing. My favorite song always changes because I'm always playing at these different gigs. You know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
right now I like "Lovely Day" by Bill Withers.
Oh, oh man, that's a classic. It's a classic. So what's like the hardest song you've had to learn to play that you like conquered? And you like, man, I didn't think I could play that, but it's like you beasted it.
Oh, okay. The Godfather theme. If you
Ah,
if you ever heard the or watched The Godfather,
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, do
Fluffy,
your
please
thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. I get it. I get it. Fluffy, we're in the interview. I love.
take
Wow.
a
What kind
thousand. She's a Shih Tzu. Like,
of? Oh.
um, yeah, she's very. We just found out she's actually 112 years old, like in dog
Mm,
years. Yes,
mm.
it's
Oh, she's old. Old. She's like set in her ways. Old.
yeah. So she doesn't care about anything. Like if I tell her go here,
Mm.
she's like,
Like, I'm grown. I'm grown. I got this. Don't worry about it. I was here before you in my years.
and when she's like barking, it's no longer a bark because she's so old. It sounds like an old woman. She's like,
Oh,
oh, I'm so sorry.
no, you're fine.
Okay,
You're fine. Is
I
that your
think
only one? Do you have more? Like, how many animals do you have?
we have two a Chihuahua. It's a Chihuahua dog,
Uh,
and then I'm helping look after my dad's snakes.
oh, no, you can have that. I don't do snakes. I don't do animals, period. I like to look at dogs and they're cute, but I'm like, I'm actually afraid of dogs. If I don't know your dog, I might be scared at the beginning. Like I will run from like a golden retriever. Like I don't know. Like as a kid, we used to always get chased by dogs. So like I grew up with a fear of dogs. So eh,
Quite a few dogs in my timeline too, because and you
yeah.
know once these are actually my sister's dogs, but she goes to
Oh,
work, so I'm just helping her like look after them.
gotcha. Gotcha. All right, a couple more questions and we'll wrap this up. So, all right, so who's your favorite artist? Do you have like a favorite artist that you would like to meet or just love playing their songs on your violin?
My favorite artist of all time is Prince. Of
Oh
all
my
time.
God, yes. Yes. I love Prince. Everybody loves Prince. Everybody loves
I
Prince.
love Prince. Yes, I
Yes.
love Prince.
What's
But
your what's
look,
your favorite?
second to Prince. Oh,
Uh-huh.
go ahead.
Now I was gonna say your
Second
favorite
to
Prince song.
oh, okay. My favorite Prince song, "I Would Die for You."
Oh, that is a good one. That's a good one. What was the other one you were going to say? So,
Oh,
chorus. I can't hear you. A little bit. No. I mean, I can hear you, but I can't hear you through the mic. I can read your lips and see what you're saying, but I don't think the mic is picking up your voice right.
Okay,
Okay, wait,
let me
that's it.
see.
That's good. No, that's good. Whatever you did, that's good.
Oh, okay, cool. Um, Alex Coltrane.
Okay. Okay. What I don't what's the favorite what's your favorite song from him?
What's it called? Universal Consciousness.
Huh. I gotta look that one up. Let me look at that up. Okay, Universal Consciousness. I gotta look that up. Okay. So what can we expect 5 years from now? Where will Luna be in 5 years?
Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh wow. I have a baby on the way. So
Congrats!
thank you.
Congratulations! Congrats!
Thank you. Um, so I plan in the next 5 years, I want to be doing so much. I
Mhm.
um my on my website, I want to be able to have some different programs where I'm offering more violin lessons, definitely.
Mhm.
Uh, Session music. I just want like everything real. I want everything to be flowing because right now
Yeah.
we're in the stepping stone phase still.
Mhm.
So steady, consistent. I'm getting booked so much right now. I
Mhm.
want it to be consistent. I really want one day for Beyonce's mom to book me for a brunch.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I'm rooting for you. You're gonna get it. You have the talent. You got the personality. You're gonna get it. I already know. Hard work never stops paying off. You're gonna get it, Luna. I support you. Elect Life Journey supports you 1,000%. So I can't wait to see you on the big screen. I'm like, I know her. I know her. So I'm happy for you. I want you to give out your your social media to the followings so they can follow you and book you for their weddings and events. And I'm going to book you for my wedding. I'm getting married in June. So be on the lookout. I'm going to definitely book you. Do you travel out of state? Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and give out your socials so we can follow you on your social media platforms.
You can find me at LunaMuni. That's Luna Muni on all platforms from Instagram to Snapchat to Twitter.
Okay.
um, my website is lunamuni.com. You could book me easily on there. I have a calendar. You just put in your date and have a free consultation and just contact me, for all of your event needs, and I'll be happy to play for you.
Thank you, Luna. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to give an applause for that. Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I will definitely be following you. My followers will be following you. You want to give any shout outs? Any shout outs before you go?
My twin sister. You can find her at Universe Transpired 777 on Instagram.
Gotcha.
She's awesome. She's my twin. And shout out to everybody that's on the path to greatness, and especially you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The pleasure is, oh my God. Thank you. I'm honored. I'm honored. I'm going to close this out. Let me stop recording so we can close out. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Luna.
Thank you for having me.